It's a little cold this morning, but this is an important one right here, because a lot of you guys that come out here to Quartzsite, you guys obviously have RVs, campers, vans, schoolies. I don't know what else there is. Whatever other contraptions that people come up with, because there's some interesting rigs. But this guy right here, his name is Dana, and he is an RV repair mobile guy, meaning if you need something done to your rig, he's just gonna drive out and come to you. Because where I am right now, I'm pretty far back, and even when he arrived, he was like, man, you really are far back. But he will come wherever you guys are, hence the word mobile. But the good thing about him also is he only charges $50 an hour for labor. Now, that is way better than these shops here in Quartzsite. Way better. And I know what you guys are probably wondering, what is he doing to my bus right now? But he is installing a ventilation fan for my bus. So meaning I needed something to suck out that hot air that was inside the bus and, you know, move the air around and everything. And I bought the fan myself on Amazon, and he just came out here to install it for $50 an hour. Or, yeah, for labor. He's up there laughing at me right now. So, highly suggest that if you guys need anything done to your rig, he will come to you. And the labor price is not that bad compared to these shops out here. I mean, even shops that aren't in Quartzsite, I think it's a reasonable price. And you can just buy your own part, and it'll probably make it easier on him to just buy your own part too. So, Dana, wave to YouTube world. So that's the man to call when you need anything done to your rigs here in Quartzsite. Okay, dumping the trash off for free, because they do have a dump place for you to take your trash at right here. And then they have separate dumpsters, separate containers for like appliances, metal, stuff like that. So you can even bring like old refrigerators, old appliances, whatever, bikes, and put it in there. And then over here, they even have a recycle one. A recycle bin.
Everything but her.
So for all you people that like to separate your trash from your recycles, there's even that right there. Everything but cardboard. So yeah, no excuses of leaving your trash out in the middle of nowhere at your campsite when there is a free place to take your trash. And if you bust a tire, split a tire, and you change it yourself, put your spare on, you can even bring your tires up here and dump them for free. Tires, no rims though. And then let's look around. Here's the dumpsters right here.
Maybe they got a permit in the burn. Well, that's their property.
And they do always have somebody working here also. See? I pulled right on up to the dumpster. Firewood. There's a couple of places to get firewood out here in Quartzsite, but this is my favorite spot right here. Woodstock Firewood. And it's my favorite place because not only are the people that run this place really nice people, such down-to-earth people, but they have different types of firewood here. They have pine, they have juniper, they have all different kinds. So you just come here and they'll tell you what you got, what they got. You get big boxes like this, and you know, and of course, you know, their wood, it's 100% organic. It's gluten-free for all the people that worry about that. Fat-free, that's important, you know. Plant-based, there we go. Plant-based firewood. It's high in fiber, cage-free, and made in the good old USA. So yeah, this is right off of Main Street. Big old yellow sign, Woodstock Firewood. Well, as you guys know, my bus, I do have a whole entire solar system on my bus. Sorry for all the traffic going by right now. But the solar system that I have on the bus, I do need to get a little bit more stuff added to it so I can have some more power to the bus. You know, over these last couple of months, it's been a trial run with this solar system that I've had. And every time I come to Quartzsite, this solar bill is the place to come to for any kind of solar system work. Now, I have made a video of solar bills before, and it's when I had my old Jeep and I was getting solar panels on top of the old Jeep. Yes, solar panels on top of a Jeep. So not only do they do RVs and campers and vans, but they also do like vehicles. So they have everything that you need for any kind of vehicle for solar. So today I'm getting something small done. I'm getting some extra 12-volt plugs put on the bus. And then I also am getting some bigger wires for my batteries so I can have more power to the bus. And yeah. So if you're coming to Quartzsite though, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys, I highly suggest if you need any kind of solar work done to any of your vehicles, you need to call now and make your appointment. So go ahead and call. Even if you have questions, these people will take the time to answer all your questions on the phone, but make your appointment as soon as you can, because Quartzsite is a small little town with almost 1 million people that come out to it. So you can imagine they probably get pretty busy. And don't forget, tell them I sent you. Here we go, round 2, yes. Because I've already done a whole video before of this place right here, but every time I come to Quartzsite, like I said, I always have to stop in, come say hey to everybody at Solar Bills, and then I did get a little bit of work done on the bus too. So once again, this is Gus. He is the owner over here at Solar Bills, and tell us a little bit about what you do here.
Okay, hello. Well, my name is Gus, like you heard. We're here at Solar Bill in Quartzsite, Arizona, the capital of boondocking in the United States, okay? And to promote the shop we have the big Tron display right here behind us. And this whole display right here is a 3,000 watt inverter charger, meaning it will charge your whole battery system, whether you have lead acid batteries, AGM batteries, lithium batteries. It will charge whatever components it is, batteries bank that you have. On top of it, it will work every outlet in your 50 amp coach. So you can be like being at home, be camping out, like being at home.
Yeah.
That's what we do here in That's part of what we do here in Solar Bills.
And like I said, they do, so just real quick too, they do not do homes and houses. It is
Yes.
all vehicles. And when I say all vehicles, I think after you guys did my Jeep, I think
Yes.
we got it all nipped in the bud now. It is all vehicles
All
for sure.
vehicles, RVs, trailers, fifth wheels, and
Campers, Jeeps.
Yes.
So, and when do you guys start getting really busy here?
We start getting really busy as closer to January. January being our pyramid, top of the pyramid business. And after that is just trickle down again after we close down until April for the season, for the
if you
summer.
plan on coming to Quartzsite, I would highly suggest, call them, make an appointment as soon as you can, or come in and come talk to them.
Yes.
So, and you guys will answer any questions that they have if they were to
Yes.
call and talk to them on the phone.
And in our shop right here, we don't just want you to buy the parts from us. If you have your parts, solar panels, anything to do with solar, RV solar, we can install even if it's your parts. You do not necessarily need to just buy from us, okay? It's 619-588-9852.
That's the digits right there.
There you go.
All right, thank you so much
No
again,
problem.
Gus. And
Anytime you have an issue, you bring. She brought her bus. We adjusted it. It just needed a fine tuning. Now she's running 100%.
Yep, good to go now, and I can't wait to go test it out now.
Yep.
So, and don't forget, if you guys come up here or if you give them a call, tell them I sent you.
Yes, for a specialty discount.
So Gus, I hear at Solar Bills, when you have people that don't like to cough up their payment or they get a little rowdy at your business and everything, you have a jail in the back for those
yes,
people?
we have a special spot for those kind of people.
You guys hear that? Don't come here to Solar Bills and mess around, because we're not even kidding. There's a jail here.
Well, there is a sign that says we don't dial 911, right? Because of this particular reason right over here.
You guys thought I was kidding, huh? There's an actual jail. So make sure you're on your P's and Q's and as nice as possible when you walk into Solar Bills, because otherwise you might end up over here. All right, we're gonna ask Gus to explain what this little tiny jail is right here.
So this is the first holding cell for Quartzsite. When the town was barely being built, discovered, whatever, in the early 1800s, they figured they needed a holding cell with all the little saloons that they had around, all those fights. So they hired a masonry to build this holding cell. And the kicker to that story is, back in those days, they used to pay everything cash, right? So he finished the holding cell. He went to City Hall, says, I finished the holding cell. They came and inspected, and they pay him their money. Boom, boom, here's the cash. What does he do like a good construction worker? He goes out to the nearest saloon, gets drunk, bar fight. Yes, so he was technically the first inmate in his own holding cell.
Oh, that's so funny.
That's the kicker to that story.
So funny.
Another part of that story is that if you guys know Bill Hickok, Wyatt Earp, used to come and collect prisoners from this holding cell and take him to the Yuma Territory Prison.
Oh, wow.
So that's that little background, that little history on our holding cell here in Quartzsite.
So this is from the 1800s?
Yes, early 1800s.
Early
yes.
1800s, still the original building. And I'm so glad to see that you guys haven't changed a thing. I'm sure these prisoners have been here for a while.
1900s.
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 Sorry.
You know, sometimes we get things a little miscorrect. It's okay.
Yeah, why Europe gonna live 100 years? Sorry about that.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Well, that's cool. Thank you, Gus, for sharing that. So yeah, whenever you come to Solar Bills, you pop in around the back and meet this gentleman right here. He doesn't look like he is very talkative.
This is
got
the
a
real
s-
number from a real inmate.
Oh, I thought it said Bob for a minute.
No, 808.
808. Look at that. Stone cold. Mm-hmm. Walk in. So cool. Still the original building. I love to see when people preserve history. Oh, let's see. Let's make sure Gus got the date right. 1904.
Okay, since I'm not going to be here in Quartzsite for December and January, I do have, because I know a lot of you guys aren't getting here until after I leave, but here at Solar Bills, they do have some of my cookbooks here. So if you guys were wanting to get a cookbook and you guys are missing me this year, you can swing on by Solar Bills and pick you one up here. For gas, it's actually kind of funny because when I first arrived here in Quartzsite, little one's barking, stop. When I first arrived here in Quartzsite, the mobile gas station across the street was the cheapest in gas. Now it's the most expensive. What's wrong with that? But this is my favorite place to get gas in Quartzsite. It's Terrible's. Right now it's $2.99 a gallon, but I just passed by the Pilot gas station, and the Pilot gas station is $2.79. So it is cheaper at the Pilot, but it's a lot more compact, smaller space, and it's always packed. This, not really that packed.
Well, there's some truth to that.
Okay. As you guys can see, how clean it is. And then the shower heads. Amazing shower heads.
Water, because it's important in the desert. So they have these water stations everywhere in Quartzsite. This one is my favorite because you can pull right up to it. I don't really have to pull my tanks out per se, and they have this hose that I can just reach in to my jug, so I don't have to pull it out. And of course this one is broke, so I have to go to the other side. Good job. But you can get 5 gallons, I believe is what that is, for $1, or it's 25 cents per gallon. But we're gonna have to pull over to the other side. So while I'm waiting on this other vehicle in front of me to get its water, there's the Munchkin. And then there's one of my 7-gallon jugs for water right there. So I just sit it right there on the steps
of my door. I just put the hose in and fill it right on up, which is easy for me because when 7 gallons of water, when that gets full, that's pretty heavy for me to lift. And then I have another one, but the other one is full right now, so I just need to get this one full. What are you doing? What's going on? Huh? What's going on?
Okay, I'm trying to hurry up and do this while I'm filming because I don't want to be rude when other people pull up. I'm sitting here trying to film while I'm trying to get water while people are waiting. Not everybody knows who I am out here in Quartzsite. So this is gonna be fun. So I'm unscrewing that and then just get the hose. Oh, you gotta press the button. Gotta press the button first. Okay. Now it's gonna work. There it goes. Finding these water stations with the hose really helps me tremendously because I don't have to take this jug out of the bus. And there is some water stations where you have to walk your containers up to, your water jugs up to. And that's just not ideally for me. So ideally, just real quick, just got finished getting the water. When I come in town to get anything done, like if I need to come stock up on water, grab a little bit of groceries, or just anything, I kind of try to get everything, stock up and do everything all at once while I'm in town. That way I don't have to make multiple trips for multiple things in town, because in order for me to drive anywhere in the bus, it's not like the Jeep, you know. With the Jeep, I just get in the driver's seat and just start going. But with the bus, I have to pack everything up in order for me to drive. So meaning everything that's on the counter, my kitchen counter, or, you know, stuff that can fall over or fall down, I have to pack it all up. I have to take everything off the counter, put it in my sink or on the bed, and you know, stuff like that. So I try to get everything done all at once. So thankfully, with me getting this video filmed, I actually needed to get some stuff done. So as you guys see, I just needed to fill up one of my water jugs. Normally, I wouldn't come in town if just one of my water jugs was empty. I normally wait till both of them are pretty much empty, and then I come in town and I fill both of the jugs up and then my other ones. So on board on the bus, I have, with all my containers for water, I'm able to carry about 20 gallons of water on board. So, and then if I'm staying somewhere a little bit longer, I'll just get extra gallons of water for backup. But now we're gonna head down to the Dollar Tree Market. And this is something I believe last year was the first year that they had just opened this up. And it's the Dollar Tree store, and it's actually a market. So they do have a Dollar Tree store here, but now they have also a Dollar Tree Market. And the market, you can actually get groceries in. So it's bargain shopping, obviously. And I don't really do grocery shopping in Quartzsite. When it's time for me to go stock up on groceries, I actually drive to Parker and I go to the Walmart there and I get my groceries there. But if it's like little things that I absolutely need at the moment, then I will go to this Dollar Tree Market. And there is a couple little things that I need to get today, so I am going to run inside and go grab a couple of items, because I am going to Walmart, I think in 5 days, 4 or 5 days. Okay, I'm sorry, I got it wrong. It's not Dollar Tree, it's Dollar General Market. But they do have a Dollar General here, and then now the Dollar General Market. So, this is definitely a popular place because, like I said, this Dollar General Market, they cater mostly towards groceries. And I've never really done like a lot of grocery shopping in here because they just got this last year. But we'll go in, we'll go check it out. You guys can see. So I don't really know how the prices are. I'm assuming the prices should be decent since it is a Dollar General, but we'll see. I didn't film inside of the store because they're packed right now, and I know some people don't like to be on camera, so I don't want to be walking down all the aisles with a camera in everybody's face, because there was people down every single aisle. And then I just got recognized 3 times inside that store, and I was only in there for like 5 minutes, maybe a little bit more than 5 minutes, because I was talking to these people. So, you know, coming out here to Quartzsite every time I go into town and go into any stores or anything, I do get recognized because this is my community. So people see my videos, and then I film Quartzsite constantly. So even the ones that aren't familiar with me, they just happen to have seen some of my Quartzsite videos. And, well, you know, I do stand out a little bit, you know, with the tattoos and the crazy dreadlocks. So I'm not hard to miss. But yeah, so I didn't get a chance to film, but the prices in there, they looked somewhat reasonable. There were a couple of items that I looked at and I felt like I could get a better deal at Walmart for them, but for it to be in Quartzsite, because things are a little bit more expensive this time of year in this small little desert town, I think the prices were pretty reasonable. And especially it was a Dollar General. So, okay, let's head out. Okay, so my favorite place to get propane at, and actually after driving by a couple of other little spots, I think this might have been the cheapest one for propane. It was $2.90, yep, $2.99, tax not included. So they have the propane here, and then over here they have a water station and ice. You can get ice right there. And then over here, they have the dump station and water station, water fill station for RVs. And not really sure what the name of this place is. I think it might be part of this Quail Run RV park over here, because it is right across this road right here. So this is off of Central Boulevard, North Central Boulevard. And it's right beside the Quail Run RV park. I'm gonna assume it's part of that RV park. And then the couple that works here, lovely couple, very nice. So this is where I get my propane. Propane, right there. Me, I don't need a dump station, but for the ones that do have an RV, motorhome, camper, you need to dump your tanks. There it is right there. And they give a 10% off for military. That's nice. I'm back at my campsite now. Secluded. Away from everyone. So, there was a couple of things that I didn't get to film because, like I said, guys, I know there's a lot of people that don't like to be on camera. There is some people, you know, like that come out here in this community in Quartzsite, and they don't want to be recognized because they could be hiding from other people. Like, there's a lot of ladies that started this lifestyle of living in their vehicles or, you know, cars or whatever, and traveling, became homeless, houseless, because of being in domestic violence relationships and stuff. So when I'm filming, especially in a place like Quartzsite, I don't like to film in a bunch of crowds. And driving in town today, sorry, it's getting really windy. Driving in town today, it's definitely getting a little bit more busier, I can tell. I'm gonna have to go inside because the wind is getting really, really bad. Really, really bad. So, close the door. So yeah, like the laundromat was pretty busy, but the laundromat gets busy a lot. So, I wasn't able to show you guys that it was an actual laundromat where you go and take your showers. So what I like to do when I go to the laundromat to do clothes, to wash clothes, is I will throw my clothes in the washer, relax, and take my time. And then when it's time for me to throw the clothes in the dryer, I'll throw my clothes in the dryer, and then that's when I go and jump in the shower and take my shower. So you can kill two stones at once at that laundromat. And the people that run the laundromat are really, really nice. And I personally like going to the laundromat because out of all the places in Quartzsite, and mind you, I do get recognized everywhere I go in Quartzsite, but the laundromat I seem to be the most famous at. But so it's always a good day when I go to the laundromat because I love meeting all you guys. There are two laundromats in Quartzsite, by the ways, but the one on Main Street, the laundromat on Main Street, is my absolute favorite because just nice people. And then also I can take a shower, an actual nice hot running shower while I'm there. So, and then one of the other things that I wanted to film, but the parking lot was pretty busy, is my favorite place to get meats here. They actually have a butcher here in Quartzsite. So the place is called Coyotes, and it's a little tiny market, little grocery store, but in the back of that grocery store, the little market, there is a butcher back there, and they have a great selection of meats there. To be quite honest with you, the meat, the deal that they have there at that butcher, the meat's probably cheaper than Walmart. They're very reasonably priced on their meat in that department. And then they also have a deli there. They also, like for Thanksgiving, I believe they have some deal going on where they're making Thanksgiving plates for people that you can go in. My friend told me that, so I'm not really quite sure about that, but I foresee them doing that because they have fresh food there every day. They have like fried chicken, meatloaf, ribs, mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, and stuff like that too. So, yeah. So, those were some of the other things that I just forgot to film, but, you know, this video, there's just certain places that I will go to for certain things in Quartzsite. And like I said, I know every year there's new people that come out to Quartzsite, and people are always looking here on YouTube at videos for, you know, ideas about Quartzsite. I just met a really nice guy named Scott in in the Dollar General Market, and he said this was his first year here, and he's been watching some of my videos, and it's been helping him and stuff. So Scott, if you're watching, hello, it was nice meeting you. So yeah, so a lot of people, they see my videos and it helps them, because I know my first time coming out here in Quartzsite, that's exactly what I did, is I got on YouTube, started looking up videos about Quartzsite, because when you're going to a new place that you're not familiar with, you get a little nervous. And yeah, so I'm gonna finish setting up my bus now, since I got back to my site, and till next time.